Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
Want to make sure we're
I
on.
think we're on.
We
yes.
are?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
hitting buttons and things are happening. So we'll
Okay,
go with that.
I'm Jason. Hi.
How are you guys tonight?
Excellent.
I'm usual.
Concerned is what it sounds
I'm
like.
concerned
Yes.
right now because of what just happened.
None
But-
of the buttons were working.
Yeah, like the theme started a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't do that when I'm this freshly stoned.
Well,
Okay,
so did the countdown. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on?
like right now I'm at the peak here. Okay, so you can't mess with me like that. It's just a little much.
Fun.
Oh, what was that, James? I cut you off.
I said that's when it's the most fun.
Exactly.
Well, that's true.
Exactly. We're sitting here like it's that part of it. Just oh, look, the good doctor is here.
Dr. Stevel.
Should we talk to him?
How about no?
Okay, well, we tried. Thank you for joining us, Steve. Tonight we are chatting about the DC universe.
Wow.
Yes. I tried to make the title like, we need to talk about Kevin, that movie, but literally I typed it out and it's like, this has no reference to it whatsoever. Oh, hey, look, Steve even liked it. He thought that was neat.
See, now if we were talking about the MCU, it'd be we need to talk about Kevin, and that's Kevin Feige.
Exactly.
We need to talk about James Gunn, or
Yeah, this is gonna be no what? Oh, I don't know what the no is all about.
I didn't do that. You did that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike did that.
Yeah.
I don't know what no is about. How about we talk about how Marvel sucks, says Greg. Well, yeah, you talk to their billions of dollars. We'll figure that out. No, we're
Hey,
talking
Greg.
about James Gunn, and I can't remember who was
Peter Safran.
Peter Safran. There we go. Those guys have now taken over, and they are shaking up the ship.
Shaking up the ship.
I
They're-
mean, something seriously shaking up the ship.
I'm liking it to like he just took his hand and just wiped the table, and just a couple pieces stayed on. They flipped over whatever, and they're still on the table. Everything else is gone.
Yep. And see, Steve's right. Marvel does not sudge. Okay, remember that. Oh, Greg says, "Hey, James 8."
Hey, Greg.
Oh, the DCEU. Ah, yes. If I remember correctly, Mike was not a fan of some of the stuff that we saw.
Well, he just watched Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, just?
Just.
Okay.
He did not know how long it was going in.
Oh, dang. That
Or he forgot that he'd heard.
of all
it,
the things to
but-
forget, that is not the thing that you want to forget.
So yeah, he was not a fan.
I remember sitting next to him for Batman v Superman. So yes, hopefully now with Peter and James, things are going to change, and it does kind of sound like they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Greg says, I refuse to cheap pop for Marvel. So do I. Marvel rocks.
Marvel rocked. They're starting to lose some steam for me, honestly. But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, Mike said 3 hours before a pee break. Did anyone tell me you could hit pause? Apparently not. Good job, buddy. Good job.
It was an endurance test.
That's right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this.
I will win this.
I thought about this after watching a video, and that's why I messaged you guys. There is a guy out there. His name's Ryan Airy from a channel called Screen Crush. And
Okay.
he does
I'm
some
familiar with
he does some cool breakdowns and things like that. But he mentioned one video why this is all happening. And it's all because of Roseanne Barr. And I want to see if you guys can figure out the connection. I could not until he started to lay it out. Jay and Silent Bob fit in the Marvel Universe. They technically exist in the Marvel Universe.
They do exist in the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
In a quasi way.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin exists in the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
Let's say that.
So does the movie Mallrats. So
there we go. So that's as far as we've gotten.
Yep. But we know Jay and Silent Bob are in Mallrats, so therefore they exist.
But because Kevin is in the Marvel Universe, multiverse theory says Jay and Silent Bob do exist.
But is that a Mallrats script written by Kevin Smith? In Marvel 616, did Kevin Smith write it or did somebody else write it?
It said Kevin Smith on the script.
It said Kevin. It was the Mallrats script.
Okay,
so
we'll go with that. I didn't look very close, and I thought I could find a loophole. Never mind. Ignore me.
It's there. It's there.
I'm blanking on the Roseanne Barr connection because you've got Tom Arnold. You have.
I obviously.
Is it the actress or the character?
No, the actress. She is the reason James Gunn is doing what he's doing right now.
No.
Has to do with her firing from the network.
From the Roseanne revival where they then they just dropped her and called it the Connors.
I don't know what network it was on. I can't remember what network it was on. If it was ABC, then it's DC. Or
Is it the CW that's losing millions of dollars?
No, if I'm not mistaken, it's a company in Disney that owns the rights to the show because they are the ones that kicked her off the show after her tweets.
Right.
Directly after that, the James Gunn tweets came up.
It was that close?
Yeah.
For that.
That was one of the reasons they had to do what they did with James is because they just did it with Roseanne.
Right.
And it would have really felt like special treatment or whatnot if they didn't follow suit.
Right.
So James Gunn was let go. And that's what started this ball rolling with his connection with DC.
Right. Because his movies, maybe not home runs, but were very successful.
Oh, Guardians 1 and 2? Yeah.
No, I mean
critically.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad movies have been very successful.
And Peacemaker.
Not the second Suicide Squad movie. That one bombed.
That one did better than the first one.
No. The first one did, I think, well over 3 times as good as the second one. First one did like $700 or $800 million.
That's kind of surprising. If that is the case, that's rather surprising.
Let's see.
Because for me, I think I like the second one better.
I don't, but I have warmed up to it. The Peacemaker TV show helped because I hated the Peacemaker character. But it made sense, especially when he was all self-referential, like everyone hates you, of course, because you killed Flag, and like, oh, you suck.
Okay, let's take a look here. Actually, real quick. Oh, Andrew from England, how you doing, buddy? What do you think the main differences have been in the films made since Marvel Entertainment was bought by Disney in 2009? Was there been many big differences? What do you think is covering this now?
So, at what point was Disney involved in the MCU?
Pretty much from the beginning. It's when they actually turned on and bought some of the characters, which I think was 2011, 2012. I think right around the
because Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America were all released by Paramount, and it wasn't until I think Avengers where it was actual Marvel Entertainment, Marvel Studios. Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel Entertainment is the company because that's the one you see on X-Men and everything like that.
Yeah, and Incredible Hulk was Universal, but going forward after Avengers and on, I think it was Marvel Studios. No other studio helped, I guess.
Oh wait, dang. Okay, Mike did say box office numbers are no way to judge. especially now with COVID and stuff, because this came out in 2021 when the world was still coming back from the blip, because worldwide, the Suicide Squad made 168 million.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad made 746 million.
Yeah.
Yes, but the Suicide Squad was still getting COVID hit. So
yeah, and it did the HBO Max release.
Right. So
see,
you can't judge by that.
No, Mike is 100% right, especially because of streaming. It's like how we've had this conversation. How do you tell what's good on a streaming service? Because literally the only litmus you have is whatever they say the streaming levels are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most of those companies aren't revealing that information.
Exactly. Because I would
at least not until way later.
Bird Box or something like that into our thing here, but literally there are no numbers on it.
The only numbers they give is when it's really, really good.
Yep.
It's a new record or it's, a milestone number, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now DC, and I think this is a good idea, has decided to, it almost looks like wipe the slate clean.
Pretty much.
Their timing could have been better.
Well, yeah, they drag Henry back.
And now what are they gonna do?
Right. And James Gunn goes, not so fast.
Right. But they're still putting out the Shazam. So
did you hear the latest thing about about the Flash though?
No.
That they reportedly cut Superman and Wonder Woman cameos.
Oh, really?
That's the latest rumor.
So they're gonna still try and use this to take it to wherever they're taking it, or leave it open ended to take it there.
But see, then the other thing comes up, because right now there's Shazam, there's Flash, there's Blue Beetle, there's Aquaman, and they have Joker listed, but that doesn't even count because it's a separate area.
Right.
Yeah.
And they have Peacemaker season 2 coming out.
Right.
Although they have said that Peacemaker might going forward be separate,
like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did with Marvel.
Exactly. Even despite the Justice League showing up at the end of season 1.
But it was the Justice League. Whoop-de-doo. We know it's the DC universe. We didn't see any of the people.
Well, yeah, you saw Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller.
Oh, right.
Those are the only two. Everybody else was silhouette.
Right. So
yeah,
Momoa and Miller. Okay, you got by that. That's fine. We can get around that. Still.
But Agent what's his name? And Sam Jackson showed up in season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And yeah, you're right. After that, they kind of parted ways. Kind of.
Yeah.
I think the last direct connection might have been just after Thor Dark World, because Lady Sif made an appearance.
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right.
I think that's the last.
Sorry. Sif just makes me think of Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah, my arm.
Shit.
Maybe my arm's in Valhalla.
All right, sorry.
Doctor here, he says they will release the movies in 2023 and then move on from there. And that kind of seems like it. But again, why? Well, finish the game because you're in it, I guess.
You've already spent the money, but then put Batgirl out.
Exactly. Why bother holding anything back now?
Exactly.
Make as much cash as you can on this stuff and then fresh start.
Yeah, cut your losses. But no, there's finance stuff involved.
What is this? Look who it is.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hi. I'm a big DC fan. I have been all my life, but the movies kind of prove otherwise.
Well, see, and that rolls around into the other stuff too, because you're a big show watcher like CW and all that other stuff. It's like, where does that go?
Right, but
I guess 2 of the CW shows are saved. That's Superman and Lois, and I think there's another one that they're keeping out. They got rid of Stargirl, which was a success. It's awesome stories. They did stuff that the superhero shows should have done a long time ago, but they've somehow got rid of that.
You had just commented, right, about the release. Let me move on from there. Mike says away, hopefully.
He's got a chance because those guys had nothing. They had no direction. They would come up with an idea. The movie wouldn't do so well. So the people in the office, it seemed like they panicked on everything and then like decide to make changes and then like switch directions. Had they gone in one direction, they could have gotten somewhere by now.
Yeah. They should have stuck with Zach's idea to the end. And then when they got to the end, went, I guess that didn't work. Okay, new thought. But you start panicking halfway through movies because people don't like it. Well, a lot of people don't like good movies. Ask James.
We've seen so many examples of this, particularly with some of our, favorite pop culture comic book stuff. Look at Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The studio got involved and edited the crap out of that film to the point where even the director was bad-mouthing it during opening weekend. So, they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yep. Although, like I said, with James Gunn, there's a lot of stuff coming out of the DC office that sounds interesting.
Like
now,
what? Superman's going to curse now? Kind of like Peacemaker?
That would be interesting. No, Superman can swear. He's a Boy Scout, right?
Exactly.
No, the one thing was the cryptic Momoa tweet that came up.
Well,
that said, had a meeting with James Gunn and might get to live my childhood dream.
Lobo.
We all know that Momoa wants to play Lobo.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that could be cool.
He already looks the part. All you do is you just gotta paint him white.
Yep.
Or gray. I think it's gray.
Whatever color.
Gray, slap in some red contacts. He's good to go.
But see, I've seen Lobo is a hard person to put on screen, either visually or like in real life or animated, because some of the stuff I've seen of Lobo animated isn't that good either.
I don't know if I've seen much animated outside of one episode of one of the old Superman cartoons.
Oh, Mike's got it. Tom Cruise for Lobo. That's right. I'm down with that. Let's start a petition.
Tom Cruise can be Aquaman. We'll like dye his hair blonde, and he can be that happy-go-lucky guy riding on the two dolphins.
That version of Aquaman. Oh boy.
I
do like the idea of Momoa as Lobo though. Like,
so do
I'm all in on that. So yeah, that's
I'm gonna leave this up.
That's an interesting prospect. But they've also said that Cavill's out as Superman, but Gunn wants him for something else.
Well,
what are your thoughts on that? Is that a good idea to bring these established characters in as other people now?
Only if you're rebooting the universe entirely, and it's hard to do that when movies that continue this universe aren't out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he's going to be going off to do Warhammer,
right?
Yeah, that's the next franchise he's jumping into,
which I'm sure he's super psyched for.
Well, he's a massive nerd. He's swimming in his waters.
I don't doubt that a large portion of the reason he got out of Witcher was because of them asking him to come back to Superman.
There is some talk about that, yes.
So now the fact that he's out of Superman, he's got a wide open slate going, well, I already axed that one. I'm not having this one. Let's do another fun
Let's
one.
look at the next shelf. Let's see
that
one.
And the rumors of James Bond have started again.
For Idris Elba?
For Henry Cavill.
What? No.
Why not?
Yes.
No. I don't.
I'm not saying he will. I'm just saying they've started again.
No.
Well, it's Ben Affleck will be directing for James Gunn. He's been approached by Gunn, and he's going to direct.
Maybe the Batman movie he finally wanted. Yeah, Warhammer comes out in 2025. And yeah, he's all over that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's his baby.
Yeah, that's all I think I saw about this weekend. Like every time I was checking any of the news sites, it was that.
Yep. So yeah, I'm anxious to see that. It's not a game I've ever played.
I'm only loosely familiar. So
yeah, but the people that I know that play it love the game, and I could see why there's a following like that.
The only issue I see is like the kind of movie to make with it. I see it having a similar issue as what Warcraft did. It's hard to do that scale of a move for like a video game, if you will. It's hard to get that right in a film.
Yeah.
Warcraft kind of come up a little short.
You think so? I love that film.
It's good, but I think it came up short. Where's the sequel? Why isn't it continued? It didn't do well enough.
Critical,
right?
yeah,
Right.
blah blah blah.
So
It did well enough worldwide.
It's like Avatar. Like Avatar made the majority of its money overseas.
mhm.
It only made 700 and some odd million here in North America, but 200 billion or 2 billion of it is from overseas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Warhammer is Warcraft is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. So it's difficult. It could be done. Not saying it couldn't be done, but that's going to be a pretty big prospect. But is that a show or is it going to be a film? The Warhammer thing.
From what I understand, it's a series,
Okay.
but I don't know for sure.
That gives you more room to play.
Yes.
And as we've seen with what Disney Plus, what they've given us with some of the stuff on Disney Plus.
Oh, we have another guest.
Oh,
Well, hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
getting kind of crowded in here.
What's an Og mic?
How's it going?
Og Mike.
There's Robert talking shop again, folks. Why? Yes, we are. Yes. So yeah, we brought Mike in too because of his love for DC.
Well,
He
yeah.
can kind of counterpoint Steve.
his I don't know, the vial has been bubbling for a couple days since Justice League. So
Well, to counteract Justice League, I ended up watching Black Adam the other night as well. So
I'm sorry.
the hate is flowing.
But see, I liked Black Adam. It wasn't amazing.
No,
I see some of the films that you liked. Okay.
Hey, that's it. Steve was on timeout.
Black Adam was fun. It was fun.
it was okay.
like, yeah, okay, I agree. It was fun. It was not earth-shattering or breaking new ground in any way.
No.
It was not what The Rock wanted.
Exactly.
No,
And The Rock ain't
it
happy.
was not his Warren piece, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah. But I could have seen it going on. Like I would love to see him against Zachary Levi, like Shazam.
Yeah.
Okay, my coworker said, but I didn't get a chance to see if this is legit, but it said something that Zachary Levi is pissed and wants to actually punch The Rock.
No, that was a title on an article that says he wants to punch The Rock in the face.
Okay.
I clicked on it, obviously clickbait,
Okay.
and read it, and it's he wants to have a movie with him,
That's what I figured.
so he could physically punch him in the face as Shazam.
That's what I figured. So he just saw the clickbait headline and okay.
Yep, he
All
ran
right.
with it. Yeah.
All right.
You think Black Adam would have been better if it was introduced in a Shazam movie with Levi? Because Levi could be that young kid with all the hope, and he could have worked off of Black Adam.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
you would have to look at it and say, okay, well, with this film, what's it missing? And I personally, I don't know what they could have done different. I think they took a story, they did what they could with it, and that's great. You try and incorporate that into another story, you're going to lose stuff.
They seem to go on too long with some of this stuff. I mean, there's no reason they should have turned himself in and then suddenly escape again. I mean, come on, really, Dr. Fate. I mean, you see the future. You couldn't have freaking predicted this. Hello, that was unnecessary just to bring in James Gunn's wife. Who cares?
Apparently that tin can's not working as good as he thought it was, right?
No. So it's yeah, you're dead good.
So yeah, I agree with that. There was spots you could lose, but I don't know if you could lose enough to actually put another plot around it. You would have to do a cold open like Spider-Man in Civil War, where you just don't even talk about the origins and just bring them in. Then you can jump back to this and alter it.
That could have been good.
This, honestly, this felt more like this should have been like the Justice Society or whatever they were. I don't even remember what they were. But
Justice Society.
Yeah, they should have just called this Justice Society. They shouldn't, and not Black Adam.
Well, not really, because two of the characters didn't really do anything in there. Hawkman was the only one doing anything.
Yep.
But
Cyclone and Atom Smasher, they were just like extras.
Very forgettable in their roles. I wasn't. There was nothing dynamic about Atom Smasher or Cyclone to me.
The only reason I remember Atom Smasher is the comedy. You know,
if
he
he's
had
just-
those one-liners.
He's just a bumbling fool. That's all that was.
Exactly. That's not a good thing. That's
No, it is not. That not for your heroes that grow like tens of feet tall that you smash buildings accidentally. Again, with the property damage that DC likes to display. So,
Yeah, at least when Marvel does it, Tony buys the building.
Yes. Yes.
well, in the Marvel universe, they tend to feel badly when they drop buildings on people. But in the DCU, they just like do it willy-nilly, and they're like, oh no, there's another one gone.
Yeah, literally. It was in Superman, half of the metropolis was gone.
And in other news, Metropolis just got cut in half again. Back to you, Phil.
That's where I love, and I can't remember which X-Men film it is. And they talk about, the mansion being blown up for the 100th time. And Cyclops.
No, that was Deadpool.
That's it.
Deadpool. Yeah.
Because Colossus says it's character building.
Yeah. Builds character.
Let's see what Robert said here. Hey guys, what does Santa tell the kiddos this year when the new movies come out and Santa has no clue about what they're talking about, meaning the new Avatar movie? Just thinking I need to be up on things that come out for the kids.
Just tell him you watched Violent Night too many times, and if he asks too many more questions, there will be disappearances.
Yep. Skull Crusher will chat with you.
Yep.
That's right.
Actually, I wonder, Robert, have you seen Violent Night? He's the one guy who should. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. I just realized I know who Robert is.
Yes.
High school friends.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Okay. But he's also. Oh, wait. No, he hasn't seen Violent Night.
No.
Oh boy.
How about Fat Man?
Batman was really good too.
Batman's a good appetizer to lead up to Violent.
Yep. Very good one.
That's going to be my double bill every
We've
year.
got a Christmas list for you, Robert. I bet. No. Trust me, you're going to love it once you watch it.
Santa?
Which one?
Is Bad Santa?
Oh,
No.
I have not.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I'd have to rewatch
And
it.
the Apocalypse.
And in the Apocalypse, I need to rewatch. I love that movie.
I just did a
The
podcast.
Christmas horror musical. It's great.
That's what I've heard. Again, I haven't watched it. But I just did a podcast with Mitch and Stefan that Drag Mitch to Hell. And the movie they did is called Deadly Games from 1989. It's a French movie from France, French. And it's about a crazy Santa who breaks into this millionaire's mansion. And the kid, it's like, this came out a year before Home Alone. And it's literally Home Alone on a bigger scale. Like he's got torches and flaming arrows and yeah.
Deadly Game.
Deadly Game
From 89.
or Dial Code Santa is one of the other names.
Okay.
So yeah.
Don't they have another horror Santa coming out this Christmas in the cinema? It's about these AI robot Santas, and one malfunctions and goes on a rampage killing everybody.
I've not heard of that one.
I've seen the previews or trailers a couple times. I want to see it. Just trying to figure out what it's called.
Chopping Mall
I
Santa.
think I saw it on one of the streaming services, but I can't remember which one.
AI Santa movie. Oh, wait a minute. Christmas Bloody Christmas?
I think that's got to be it.
Is that the one you're thinking? Christmas Bloody Christmas?
I don't think so.
Did it just come out?
It's supposed to be coming out this year. I thought it was going to be in cinemas this weekend, but can't find it.
Christmas Bloody Christmas.
I think that's it. I think
Christmas Bloody Christmas.
I saw.
All right, well, let's look that up.
Violent Night is fantastic. Like I can't wait for that to drop on streaming.
Here's what it says.
I can't drive to Windsor to see it again.
It's Christmas Eve, and Tori just wants to get drunk and party, but when a robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and begins a rampant killing spree through her small town, she's forced into a battle for survival. That sounds like the ultimate Christmas movie there.
Yeah, it's an evil Santa Claus, like Terminator. Santa Claus is a Terminator, just killing everybody.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's got to watch.
I need to find the mean one that I believe was supposed to come out today.
That was
That's
the one with the Grinch, right?
Yes, that's the horror version of the Grinch.
Yeah.
Horror comedy. It's horror
Where's that
comedy.
supposed to drop? Because I saw the trailer once and then I couldn't find it anymore.
Last I saw, I thought it was supposed to come out today, but I couldn't.
Where?
But I haven't seen. I'm not sure. I'll have to dig on that. I just know I've watched that trailer multiple times. That one and the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
Is that an actual movie or just a trailer?
It's going to be an actual
it's
movie.
coming out in March, I believe.
Oh, right on.
But before that, we get Cocaine Bear.
That's why I'm going to do a doubleheader: Cocaine Bear and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yep, that's it. That'll get me ready for DC.
There we go.
So, I guess looping back to DC because man, we took a Christmas tangent there, didn't we? But now I want to watch Christmas Bloody Christmas. Looping back to DC, with James Gunn. And he's already teasing a bunch of stuff. What do you think his chances are that he could actually create a Marvel type universe?
James is a smart guy. He's
where there was one guy who controlled everything, and he saw how well that was working, or has worked.
And he works well with ensembles.
Right. He learned from that. He's taken. I can do that. I think I can do it better.
Yeah, but it also depends on who's holding the purse strings and if they're going to give up the money.
Yeah, that's going to be key. How much will they get involved?
Yeah, if they give up the money and if they give up control. Because usually if you have money in there, you're going, well, yeah, I want a little bit of say. That's why DC's in the spot it's in right now.
Right. But it's Gunn. They've given him sway. As we've seen with Peacemaker,
And
they
the
give
Suicide
him
Squad,
a lot
yeah.
of sway. So you got to think they're going to keep that trend going.
Well, it all depends on if they have faith in his product and if he can deliver again and again and again. Like if he flops once, he's done.
Oh, they're going to panic. You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put that kind of pressure on Peacemaker season 2. Come on.
Well, yeah, because you look at, and okay, I'm going to take Mike out just for a second. You look at Thor. Okay, I'll bring you back. You got to hear what he says on Thor. You look at Ragnarok. It blew the doors off Taika Waititi, and then Love and Thunder came out and promptly shut them again.
Oh, did they?
You know, like
he came in too hot and blasted out the other side of the building.
It felt in that movie like he said, okay, they liked it because it was funny. Boom. And he kind of went overboard. He turned it into a comedy.
But it was so funny.
Yes, but it lost what Thor was.
Right.
Like, I know Mike's not a fan of Ragnarok either because he thought it lost what Dark World and Thor had.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You mean it became watchable?
Exactly.
No, I like Ragnarok because I thought that Thor didn't change. He was still the same Thor, but he was just put in really silly situations. But the latest one, they just made him a joke.
He was the joke
in a
serious situation.
Like there is definite meat on the bones for Mike where they changed him from Dark World to Ragnarok.
Well, I also blame Kevin Smith for his hand in this nonsense too.
Oh, really?
That's
really, because it was after one of the Thor movies. Smith gets a hold of Hemsworth and he goes, "You know what would be cool if Thor was funny." And Hemsworth went, "Hey, yeah, you're right." And that's when we started to see this in Ragnarok.
Talked about it on a podcast.
Is that your boy caused that, did he?
Kev, yeah. Actually, I don't think he said it directly to him. I think Hemsworth heard him talking about it on his podcast and took it to heart. I don't think there's even any direct contact at that point.
There's enough Hollywood osmosis in there to make that happen.
Kevin Smith was talking shit about Thor, and Hemsworth went, "What?"
The fat man in the trench coat didn't like my movie. I better change.
Well, they started with the Thor roommate one where he had his roommate, Daryl.
Yes.
Yeah, the shorts.
Oh
Yes.
gosh, yes.
I just discovered those like a year ago, but holy cow.
Yeah.
Flexing his comedic chops.
But see, in that sense, they're cool because they are short, just little, blop,
Yes.
blop, blop. Great, I can giggle at it and carry on.
Right.
When you get into a movie like this, especially in the MCU, it's got to be solid. And that's where I think Ragnarok was able to do it because it was still a serious movie. Like if you take out those comedic edges, there's still a great serious story in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Taika just kind of peppered it, I guess you would say.
Still has my
neon.
Yeah, 80s neon. Yeah.
So bright.
Yeah, they could have done without the hammer romance, following Thor around.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things that could be done with in the last couple Thor movies.
Yeah. I think everything between the opening and the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Ooh.
Except the goats. Okay, I do like the goats.
Everyone likes the goats.
Oh.
I like the goats. What can I say? But see, that's a prime example of putting someone in one spot and giving them the power and then hoping. And that's kind of, I think, what James is sitting right now. Because, yeah, he's done Guardians 1 and 2. He did the Holiday Special. He's done the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. And so far, they've all been great.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Don't
a
forget
lot of
Brightburn.
pressure. What's that?
Don't forget Brightburn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He only produced that.
But still, that's a lot of
okay.
pressure sitting on James's gun shoulder right now because Warner and their chicken run chicken mentality, the minute, Love and Thunder comes out, they're going to freak and start bolting unless he can convince them to stay the course.
You mean like Patty Jenkins with Wonder Woman 1984?
Yeah.
Great first movie, second movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another perfect example. Oh,
I still haven't seen a second of a second of 84, just because Jason hated it.
It's really good.
see, there are moments I didn't mind. There are a lot of moments it could have done without,
Yeah.
but there are some cool spots in it. You know what I mean?
The briefcase was in the center of the fucking screen. Continuity it's the center of the fucking screen, okay?
Someone has an issue.
I can't watch that movie again because if I see that, it will throw me into a rage.
And that's just a clip in the movie
That's just
that I could cut out. And
You don't want to do that.
I'm just asking,
You don't want to do that.
asking for a friend.
Just remember, you're trapped in here with me.
Shit.
I can get to the door before you can. You got to get around that desk.
Damn it. Didn't plan this room out very good. Robert said, just looked up and the kiddos would have nightmares watching that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is pure Santa jam. Like this is for Santa, not for the kids.
Yes.
But, I guess that brings up the question. He wants to know what to tell the kids for all this stuff they're going to talk about.
Explain about Avatar.
See,
Like
Avatar is blue people that fly around in the sea.
Blue cats, not people.
Yeah, that's right. They are cats with a tail that actually hooks to other things. Interchangeable tail.
Well, you can't really
it's
do
not a
cat
tail.
porn in a Disney flick anymore. So
It's not a tail.
That's Jason's 100% right because I've seen them use it for stuff like that, and then they go and they hook it to trees. It's like, what the? Are they screwing trees now too?
they're environmentalists,
Right? We love everything.
right?
I mean,
Literally.
legit. We love everything. That rock was my last girlfriend.
Ew.
I don't know what to say for Avatar.
I can't say anything about Avatar because I have not seen it and I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to see this movie.
Gavin loved it.
I understand that. My son loved it. I don't want to see this movie.
But see,
I
everything
don't care.
I've heard about this particular film is that it's visually amazing, but the story is okay.
Yeah, so you fall asleep if it's that. I mean, there's only so much pretty you can take without content.
Especially if you're hearing the sloshing of water, it'd be like
Yeah.
waves. It's like-
Yeah.
No 3 hours before I had a pee break. I'm just, no.
That's what Tally. That's the one thing Tally did say is do not go in there with a beverage because you won't make it. Yeah,
That thing is what? 3
it's
hours and
3
15
hours.
minutes?
Yep.
3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And there's still another one to come.
I'll watch it at home in like 20-minute chunks. I'll turn it into like a little weekly series for myself.
There's another three. There's another 3 to come if it does well.
They're not going to release them anyways, James. Like even they have them in the can, right?
Well, they have 2 and most
3.
of 3.
Right. And they didn't release 2. I just read this today. He did not release 2 until 4 was ready to start production.
That's really putting a lot of pressure on themselves to make sure that works.
Yeah.
That's just his plan. I don't think it was a box office thing. I think it was okay, we're committed. Let's move on to the next one. Let's keep him rolling. He's got like a schedule to pop him out every 2 years.
That's almost like a Star Wars schedule then.
You mean the Avatar stuff?
Probably what he's going for.
He's kind of behind on that, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, never. Where is it here? I'm just bringing up Avatar. Okay, Avatar made $2.9 billion, right? And I now have an article up here that says for Avatar 2 to break even, it needs $2 billion.
Yeah, which isn't exactly accurate, but it's already made $440 million.
It says, according to Cameron, if Avatar Way of Water wants to break even, it'll need to overtake either Star Wars Force Awakens and Avengers Infinity War. And that right now is 2.07 and $2.05 billion
Yeah, and no one believes that.
before it breaks even.
No.
Because they would never let them make that
We're
movie.
eating $2 billion on a movie.
It makes you wonder if he's cooking the books. He does develop his own technology to make these movies, right?
That is true. That is very true.
So he's probably putting all the R&D into the budget of the film.
Yeah, all this equipment here that I'm going to use that I made, $1 billion. Okay.
And we just
Signs the check,
rewatched Avatar the other day, and it still holds up. It's damn good looking movie.
That's a lot of sizzle for that steak, though.
Yeah. It's Pocahontas. It's the story of Pocahontas.
Yep.
And Dances with Wolves.
Fern Gully.
There we go. At least Fern Gully's got Robin Williams.
I just rewatched Fern Gully like a week ago. It still holds up for me.
Oh my God, that movie's
so
amazing.
Cute. It's cute.
Robin Williams and Tone Loc in a movie together. Who'd have ever thought that? Right?
Yeah. Such a weird combination.
So, what were we talking about?
We're on DC, and I don't know where we're at with that. But
this is kind of definitely jumped everywhere.
Yeah, whatever it is, what it is.
But it is going to be interesting to see what James Gunn does with this, because, like we were talking about, he's got a lot of pressure right now, not just because of the fact that he's got to make something good, but the fact that this is the dumpster fire that you're coming out of. You know, people are going to really be staring at you more than they would have normally.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like Gal Gadot, and she's gone now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that official?
Well, if you're destroying the DC universe, then
But
and they kind of told her, we don't want a Wonder Woman 3. You know, thank you, Patty. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard that she's done yet. I haven't heard anything official on that front.
Well, I hope not.
I think the way it looks, everyone is officially done in their roles, but maybe not with the company.
Right. But where does she go?
Yeah, where does Gal Gadot go?
Where does she go? I don't know how far that well goes.
A new Commissioner Gordon. I don't know.
Every movie.
What's that?
They got a new Commissioner Gordon every movie.
That's right. Yeah, there's been more
Like the
Commissioner
Alfreds.
Gordons than there's been Batman. You realize that? I think it's only because of Gotham.
Well, you could if she's looking for something to do, they keep firing the Batgirls and the Batwomen in those. Why don't they give her another crack at a Bat Family role?
Yep. There we go.
Gal?
Sure. That could
Yeah.
work.
Throw some ears on her.
Right.
I think
Couldn't hurt.
it's a genius idea. She's got the height for it too, because she's a taller one.
Right.
Dear
Dear Hollywood.
Yeah.
Um,
Typing it now. Oh, Jason needs to speak.
Catwoman? Catwoman? Anyone?
Oh, that was it.
Gal Gadot
That's it.
in a Catwoman outfit? Come on.
Oh, dude, you're just fantasizing now. Okay.
Well,
That-
why not?
Okay.
Well,
fair.
we had the new Catwoman, and she went by the name Wednesday in the series.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, one episode. She's dressed like a cat.
The
Oh,
canoe,
that's right too.
Oh, jeez.
That is
the
right.
canoe episode.
Yep. There was cat people and Joker people too, if you look.
Yeah. Jenna
That's right.
Jenna Ortega, or is the new Catwoman?
Oh,
She
Mhm.
basically auditioned for it in somebody else's stuff.
all right. Okay. Well, fine. I rescind my.
I thought that was a brilliant little throw in there. The Catwoman and the Jokers for the Tim Burton project. That was like
Right.
very nice. Yes. But yeah, I do like the idea of maybe switching things around. I think, the people, keeping the people, because the actors are amazing.
Yeah, but what are they going to recast Ezra Miller in?
I don't think they would ever recast him.
I
They're
would not,
busy trying to
no.
figure out how to edit him out of Flash right now.
It's just such a tease. They bring back Henry Cavill for about 5 minutes. They bring
Yep.
back Ben Affleck for a couple of movies, and then he's going to be out again.
Yeah. That's that year of what are we doing?
Well, what about Gal Gadot? If they're going to reboot Superman, Martha Kent. Gal Gadot is the new Martha Kent.
They did say it wasn't a reboot of Superman, just him younger.
New Lois Lane.
So you need a MILF for Martha Kent now,
Just like Aunt May.
Yeah.
right?
There
Right.
you
Well,
go.
there's also talk of
This is how you
Superman
help
not
the young
hooking up
kids.
with Lois in the new reboot. It's going to be Superman hooking up with Wonder Woman,
Oh, they're going to go that route. They're going to
like
go
in the new 52.
Okay.
I don't know about that. Then
We've
what's
done the
Lois?
comic for a year before they decide to trash the whole freaking 52 universe.
Oh, yeah, DC changes their universes very, very much, very quickly.
Right. So,
Very
like,
lot.
any more crisis, it doesn't matter.
George said the Flash movie should reboot the entire universe, theoretically, depending on how they do it.
Yeah.
Depends on what month and who they're going to film and what pieces it's going to be in the future.
The only thing that messes that up is the fact that it's released before Aquaman 2.
Yeah,
Where Affleck is also supposed to show up.
Oh, jeez.
oh, that's right too.
Yep.
Although, wasn't that supposed to be Michael Keaton, and they reshot it with Affleck?
No, from what I understand, they just cut Keaton out of the Flash.
It's
Oh, did they?
what
Oh,
I-
not of the Flash, of Aquaman 2. Keaton's in a lot of the Flash, I heard.
Yeah, see, the
Yeah, I
last
think,
report I read, they've cut him out. The
Oh,
only
are you
thing that
sure?
they had left
Because
was
it
in
would have
Bat-
started in present situation with Keaton's the Flash, right? When he goes into the future.
again. I don't know.
We-
we
He's
didn't
Keaton's the
know what
Batman when he goes in the future, like his dad or whatever.
Let's see.
the old grizzled Batman, the Bruce Wayne
Right.
that mentors the Batman Beyond. The
Yeah, I hope
Terry
that's the way it
whatever
goes.
his name was.
I'm gonna find out.
That's what fans have been saying that he should be cast as for a Batman
Right.
Beyond movie forever, and the rumors were that they were pulling that trigger in the Flash movie.
That would make more sense having Affleck do the old Bruce Wayne, bring in than like the Batman Beyond character. If they're going to reset the universe.
Apparently, they've already shot down a Batman Beyond idea.
Yeah,
that's a terrible idea right there. Then
I think Keaton as the old Bruce Wayne. If we're doing the Flash movie, we're doing Flashpoint, we're doing multiverse, different Batman. Give me Keaton as the old Bruce Wayne mentoring the Batman Beyond, and give me Affleck as the old grizzled gorilla Dark Knight Returns Batman.
That could be good.
Yeah, but they already have that. Like in Justice League, that was Frank Miller's Batman.
Give me
right
more.
there.
Just give me more. Give me more. I liked it.
Well, yeah, okay, give me more. But if they want to redo things, they can't go back and rehash the same stuff.
It's your sandbox. You can do whatever you want. If you still want to play with that one toy, play with that one toy.
But you can't play with... Go ahead, Mike.
Then you get then you have a multiverse situation where anything can happen, and you're going to be pulling in like Dean Cain as Superman again. So
yeah, you're playing with the same toy in different sandboxes,
No,
and
they did do that on TV just like 3 years ago.
Now, if they did it a couple times in the movies, that would be keeping consistent with DC Comics.
That's
because
true,
they
too.
reboot universes like they change their underwear
every 2 years.
Exactly. So it's not unheard of in DC.
no. As I said, Marvel dropped the ball when they did that with Doctor Strange. They could have been so much better with their multiverse situation, but it was ham-fisted at best.
See, I don't mind the film, but I think they put in people for fan service as opposed to story content.
Right.
The Council of Fan Service.
Yeah,
and you're all gonna die.
literally. So,
Oh, you like blackballed? Here you go. Boom, he's dead.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, look, John Krasinski, he's finally here, and he's dead. Yep.
There you go,
Thank you.
fans. Enjoy.
Yep.
I did enjoy that stuff.
Well, it's like what James Gunn did with the beginning of Suicide Squad. Dies immediately. Dies.
See, but that particular aspect was brilliant because that's not what you're expecting in that film, and that's the best part of it.
We're
You
getting-
know,
He focused on these characters. He got you to invest in them at the beginning, and then he just freaking killed them.
We got Michael Rooker in a James Gunn movie again. Yes.
Yeah, but that opens the door for lowered expectations for everything else thereafter, because you don't want to dig your heels in on liking a character.
Yep.
It's like, do I want to get invested in The Walking Dead? Do I really like this new character that they just introduced me to?
Yeah. Well, at least like with Game of Thrones, you knew everybody was going to die anyway, so you never did get too attached. But this
Exactly.
one, like when you give some of those characters in Suicide Squad, like a lot of FaceTime in your trailers and everything else, and then you whack them real fast. So,
Like, I'm legit in the theater watching it, and Weasel drowns, and it's like, wait a minute, I saw him licking windows in the trailer. What the hell?
yeah.
I thought
And
it
then
was
there's a
brilliant.
character who's totally pathetic, and we all kind of like, wow, this guy's actually pretty cool. Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Polka Dot Man.
Oh. That he was
I'm finally a superhero. Yay! Squash.
he kind of
Well-
was the standout of that movie.
And see, they did it cool too by putting Harley in that group because you're thinking, okay, Harley's in there, nothing's happening to this group,
Right?
and she's literally the only one that walks away.
Well, because she got paid the most. So,
Exactly. Keep you on screen as long as possible.
right. Wring every dollar out of her as you can.
So, looking at that, I'm now curious how you would compare Suicide Squad and The Suicide Squad, because they did not have the same theatrical release to be able to generate what their movie is worth.
First one had bigger star power, much bigger star power.
Say that again, I'll slap you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Much bigger star power.
But Weasel got up at the end
Oh,
and ran
my
away.
Oh, Deadshot just got
Weasel
you.
was alive
Boom.
again.
Was he?
Yes.
That's my brother.
You didn't see the bonus scene?
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
prospect.
You didn't say for the bonus scene?
Did he? I thought I did.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. He gets up and runs away.
Hi, Rob.
Damn. I don't remember that.
Wow, Rob, you dropped the ball on that.
Call yourself.
That's
a
it. Rob
fan.
gets.
Oh,
He
nice
shut
one,
his
now,
own
isn't it?
mic off.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to do something. Tell me if you can hear James.
Uh-oh.
You still hear me?
I know how to quiet Jason. Oh, shit. I got to
He wasn't talking.
Oh, he was. But all of our sound goes through one board. So even if I kick him out, watch this.
Hi. Hello.
Oh.
You hear me now?
That-
He
oh,
never-
To add on to my brother's comment, apparently TDK is technically alive at the end of the movie as well.
How so?
Oh,
I don't know. They said that he was his monitor didn't flatline.
Oh,
He's able to pull himself back together.
oh, look at this. He says, "Hey, buddy," and "Hey, amateur Rob." I can't fault that one. I don't remember that end credit scene. I know I stayed to the end. I always do. Even
it's
in movies.
there.
now
even movies that
TDK
don't have it.
TDK isn't in the end credit scene. I want to make that clear. It's
No,
just
he's
what
not.
I've heard.
But if he doesn't flatline, well, his ability is to break apart. He must be able to pull himself back together no matter what he takes.
Yeah.
Dear Google, is TDK really dead?
there you go.
That's what Rob's doing right now.
Exactly. Oh, yep. Trivia: TDK was never shown or otherwise confirmed as deceased. When he was
Okay.
last shown, he was in critical condition but still alive.
Fuck,
There.
he's popping up in Peacemaker season 2.
That would be
He said-
awesome.
Now,
Oh,
James,
James
did
did
watch
watch
it
it
17 times at work.
17
So you tend to remember stuff at that many viewings.
Now we're kind of ignoring the best Suicide Squad was the animated Assault on Arkham.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
see-
the movie they should have made.
That's something DC has always nailed. Even back when we were all talking about it, DC animation is
Yep.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel just can't seem to capture that magic at all.
Which baffles me to no end that Marvel can't make a good animated show.
Yeah.
Yep. I think there's only been one, but I can't remember the name of it.
What a
Actually,
show.
they did have a good one.
Right. What's that, Steve?
They did have a good one. It was like Wolverine versus two short stories.
Wolverine
the Hulk,
versus Hulk
and
and
Wolverine
Thor.
versus
Yes.
the Thor.
Okay, yeah, those were good.
Which one
The
of
only
them
one I can
featured
remember from that.
Deadpool.
That was good.
Yeah.
Deadpool was in the Hulk one, I think.
Yes.
Because he cuts his arm, he cuts a chunk out of his arm, and then he can't find the chunk. And his arm's not going back together.
Speaking of Deadpools and multiverses, apparently the Deadpool 3 is kind of going to be Deadpool destroying the Fox cinematic universe.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
So they're already talking the
Last
Fantastic
time,
Four
and
actors.
so let him blow out in the fire.
Let's see here. I can't find where it was.
3 gonna be a version of Deadpool kills the Marvel universe.
Here we go. We talked
I
about he
doubt
was
it.
never
That's
shown
pretty
as dead or
ambitious.
confirmed as deceased. Right. However, James Gunn has later confirmed TDK survived on Twitter, stating that he didn't die despite his condition.
Yeah.
Twitter, that's
He's
fake
gonna be a
news.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Fake
right.
news.
You find it odd that kung fu master or whatever was dressed just like TDK.
Judo Master.
Judo
Yeah,
Master.
Judo Master, yep.
He had
Yeah, he kinda
TDK's
was, wasn't he?
outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I originally thought it was, but
Robert says, "What was the name of the Suicide Squad animated version? In which year? I'll have to check it out."
It's
Assault
it's
on
called
Arkham.
Batman Assault on Arkham,
that's it.
but it's basically a Suicide Squad movie. There is also Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, different movie. It's good, but it doesn't have what Assault on Arkham has.
Is that the dark, all the dark DC like Constantine and
No, that's
Oh,
Justice
Justice
League Dark.
League Dark.
Justice League Dark? Okay.
Yeah, no. Suicide Squad Hell to Pay was a Suicide Squad movie, and Reverse Flash was involved in it, and it gets pretty wicked near the end, especially with Reverse Flash. He's literally running from death at that point.
Oh, okay.
He's got a hole in his chest.
And then there's the new Suicide Squad project coming out in May.
No.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh, a video game. Yes.
Yep. I've only seen one cutscene, like an animated trailer, and it looked good.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
But those things are usually geared to look amazing.
Right.
And then you get the game, it's like playing E.T. on Atari.
I just look forward to getting all the cutscenes put together for the movie.
Exactly. Well, and see, that's what blows my mind. You see these, like, Warcraft was big for it. They would come out with these amazing trailers to show their game, or Republic Commando, I think it was. Or no.
Yep.
Is it Republic Commando? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was yeah. Republic Commando was one of the big ones with amazing cutscenes.
I kept thinking, why would they not just make a movie like this? Because the graphics are insane.
That's what I said about Warcraft, particularly for me. Warcraft, the Wrath of the Lich King opening cinematic.
Yes.
That to me is like, make a movie of this.
There's one of the ones, and again, I don't know if it's Republic Commando, Knights of the Old Republic. It's one of those Star Wars ones where it shows the Sith come onto this ship, and they're having these amazing battles, and it's all computer generated. Like, why not just make a movie like that?
Yeah.
Because Charlie Hunnam needed more FaceTime.
That's what it. Wait, Charlie Hunnam.
Was it on Charlie Hunnam?
Oh, in Warcraft?
Yeah.
No, it's Travis Fimmel.
Yeah, Viking dude.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I keep getting my Scandinavians mixed up.
So.
Thor.
And I,
What are you saying? All Scandinavians look alike?
Yeah.
I only remember two because he did an amazing joke in there when that wolf goes to attack him and then finally takes off because he was going to kill his owner. He goes, "Damn, would have made a nice coat too."
Yeah.
All three Vikings, that's all he wears is the furs.
They say James Gunn is going to try and combine all the cinematic, the television, all the games, and animated movies all together. That's kind of ambitious.
Pulling a Star Wars, isn't he?
Well,
I just saw the title of a YouTube video. WB considering firing James Gunn. Report real or fake?
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
the only real thing is the clickbait title. So
Yeah. See, I guarantee you they wouldn't fire him at this moment because of everything they've given him and everything they've tweeted. So it would have to be just insanely crazy of something going on that they would fire him for.
It's DC.
In my opinion.
It's Warner Brothers.
Unless it's the Henry Cavill thing. They're like, no. We want Superman back. The Rock says so.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything can happen in the WB.
Never say never.
Oh dear.
I got to think of a catchphrase. I'm at a loss.
Catchphrase.
Oh man. Well, everybody, thank you so much for Steve, Mike. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for inviting me.
This has been crazy. I don't think we learned anything about the DC universe, but it was still a fun ride.
Before we run, just run through everybody. Are you optimistic or are you not optimistic?
That's a good call.
I am optimistic.
I am not.
No.
You know what? I'm
No,
gonna see
'cause-
it, but
No.
all we saw was disaster. So I'm playing it here, but I'm kind of hoping up here.
See, I think initially I was with everybody. It's like, no. Now I'm expecting the worst, but hoping for the best.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
look at you being an optimist.
right? This way,
I
if
wa-
I go into a movie and it's crap, I still might enjoy it a little bit.
I wanted to see another solo Henry Cavill Superman movie.
Yeah.
Me too. The only reason I watched Justice League was to watch the Superman stuff, and I had to sit through 3 hours to get to it.
Dude, Zack
Yeah,
Snyder's
I watched
Justice League
it
is
for
4 hours and
Wonder
10
Woman.
minutes.
Oh my god, that was so painful. Like, it took 2 hours to get to the first time they did superhuman stuff.
Yeah,
And
then
then-
talking Superman. You don't see Superman until 3 hours in.
Oh yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, so it took forever to finally get the Superman stuff that I wanted, and then they took Superman away from me. DC can go burn. So
Yep. Robert says anything DC does makes Marvel better. Unfortunately for them,
He's not lying.
that's true. If you have a shiny quarter and a turd in your hand, that quarter looks amazing. So
I'm just
And-
optimistic because James Gunn is one of those filmmakers that he has earned my trust. I have faith in James Gunn. He's just one of those filmmakers that has earned that for me.
we have faith in James as a filmmaker, as a universe builder.
I Guardians. He's been able to keep
Their
that together.
films.
But I think he can do it. I think I've got faith.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
the
faith.
question. I'm hoping
see,
because
here's the thing. But with Guardians, you had Kevin Feige behind him pushing that wagon,
I think he learned from Feige.
right?
I think he learned a
So,
lot from Feige.
If James Gunn is on his own to make this the DC universe, he could be in a lot of trouble.
so yeah, this could be the new Kevin Feige, or this could be a Vince Russo in WCW.
Oh.
Wow,
Wow.
why you got to be like that?
Yeah, right.
Oh, the fact that the thing is that the similarities are there. James Gunn has the similar kind of mentality when it comes to vulgarity and pushing
just-
those limits.
I'm just saying.
Stop
Vince
saying.
Russo with Vince McMahon, they made amazing
You
stuff.
just made me worried. You just made me so scared now.
That was
Thanks,
like
man.
way too real. So
Oh,
Yep. Here's the. All right, let's go
Yeah.
watch the film.
all right, thanks guys. I'm gonna go.
all
Thanks
right.
for having
Alrighty.
me on.
But before you
All
go,
right.
here's
See you, Mike. What's that,
a movie
Steve?
you should see. It's called The Belko Experiment.
The Belko.
See The
Yeah.
Bel-
Belko
that movie.
Experiment by James Gunn.
Love
It's
that.
good. It's good, but I think Mayhem is better.
Gunn?
I've
Yeah.
never seen Mayhem.
I had no. I
Mayhem was
They say
Steven.
that.
Oh,
It's essentially, except it's some gas that's pumped out through the building that makes everyone go crazy instead of a loudspeaker telling everyone to kill everyone. It's just more entertaining. It's got Stephen Ewan in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mayhem. I love Mayhem as well.
Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you.
Ryan
Hey,
is
Ryan.
not optimistic, or
I don't blame you, Ryan.
not optimistic.
I'm optimistic.
I like.
No.
I'd rather watch DC's League of Super Pets.
Oh,
That movie was fun,
that could be a good DC film.
but I did go see it with
I
my
would-
daughter. So.
Teen Titans go to the movies.
All right, and on that note, I'm Rob.
Teen Titans versus
I'm
the Teen
James.
I'm Jason. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Toodles.
See you all later.
Bye.
Do it, James.
I already did it.
When?
Toodles.
Shut up! It's a man!